If you've grown up in church, chances are you've heard pastors preach on something called the cost of following Jesus. And you've heard them say that Christians have to pick up their cross. Now, this is a phrase that was taken from the Gospels. Jesus says it in 3 of the Gospel accounts. He even says it twice in Matthew. And every time I've heard someone teach on this passage, they say the same thing. And maybe you've heard the same thing too. And they'll say that picking up your cross means you have to give up your life, deny your hopes and dreams, anything you wanted out of this life. This term, picking up your cross, is often quoted by Christians to mean something like suffering or sacrificing for the Lord. And if you aren't willing to carry your cross, then you are not worthy of the Lord. Christians have long concluded that being a follower of Jesus requires misery, pain, and suffering, and that carrying your cross must mean that being a Christian is difficult, and that a Christian life is just one full of problems and difficulties, and that is why we pick up our cross. Jesus said he came to give us life and life more abundantly, and he promised that all those who come to him will find rest. So how can we find rest and at the same time pick up our cross? Is this a contradiction? To find out more, check out the latest episode of the Gospel Talker podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and Substack.